whoa, what a champion, I give up, take me, my liege. And I'm like, sure. Hello, survivors and killers. I'm here with a question for you. Like, for me? Well, for behavior, but yeah, for you. And the question is, why haven't they implemented this? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Implemented what? Well, let me show you. Why have they not implemented random perks? Now, like, okay, you're like, I see this quest right here. Like, well, it is implemented, yeah, right. With a loadout consisting of 4 randomly assigned perks, hook 2 different survivors within 60 seconds, do this one time. And you're like, well, that seems implemented to me. Well, first of all, no, because I just did it in the one and it didn't count, so it seems broken. But besides that, that's not even what I'm talking about. Why can you not pick random perks as a killer or survivor? Because there's been various tome quests with it, like, you know, hook this many people with random perks, you know, or as a survivor, like, escape while using random perks. And, like, when you go into your loadout, it looks like this. Hidden perk. This perk has been hidden and selected for you by the Oris in the archives. It will be revealed to you at the start of the trial. Clearly, it's in the game, but you can't just, like, go to a perk and be like, well, okay, that's my offering. But you know what I mean? Like, you can't be, like, random, and it'll be like, oh, there's nothing here, or, like, hidden. You can't pick this as a loadout. Now, yes, I have done some random perk challenges stuff before a while ago. It's been a bit, but it's not quite the same. First of all, it's a hell of a lot of work, because what I did is I have a spreadsheet of all the perks in the game, and it's, you know, from 1 at Agitation to, you know, 102 or whatever at Zanshin Tactics, and of course, I haven't updated it, but it's a lot of work to make. Okay, here's this big spreadsheet, and you're like, all right, let's do a random number generator. All right, 57, okay, that's this perk. All right, 101, okay, that's this perk. Like, that's a lot of work. You have to keep the spreadsheet updated, you have to roll for each thing. And besides that, it has a downside that's not as perfect of a setup as this, per se. And you're like, well, what's that? I'll tell you. So here we are. We're waiting for the match to start. You know, I've readied up. One of the survivors readied up. 3 other people haven't. So we're sitting here for like a minute until they all ready up, right? Or until the game starts. If you've picked the random perks yourself, you can kind of start thinking about your strategy before the game starts, which means it's not like, yes, they were randomly chosen, but it's not like reacting as soon as the game begins. Because, like, let's say you got really lucky, you know, and you got, like, Pop Goes the Weasel and Nowhere to Hide and Dragon's Grip. You could, like, be now thinking, like, okay, well, I've got 3 perks that are all about gen kicking. So what I should probably do is, like, focus on, like, you know, get a hook and then go kick a gen, look around for anyone, but then maybe leave it to bait them into getting Dragon's Grip. And, you know, if you've done it yourself, even if you had a random number generator choose which of the 4 perks you're using, you still get time to plan and think about it. Because, like, okay, well, I've got, you know, these 4 perks that don't seem to go together. Like, yeah, if you have 3 gen kick perks, it's pretty obvious. But what if you have 3 things that don't seem to go together? You can pick, all right, well, these 2 perks could maybe, like, synergize together, and maybe these 2, or, like, maybe, you know, it's too late for me now because it started loading. But let's say you got a lot of aura reading perks. Well, I'm here as Mr. Bingy Bongy. Like, if I had the add-on where it's like you can see through walls when you're cloaked, I could take that off maybe if I had a bunch of aura reading stuff, because I'm like, all right, well, I know that I have a bunch of aura reading already. Maybe I don't want to use this add-on. And so it's not quite the same as it is like this, where the match is about to start and we're like, well, what the hell are we going to have? So I just wish that they'd implement completely random perks, whether it's all 4, or you could just select a couple. Like, you know, I play Survivor, you know, I'm mainly Survivor, and I do solo queue, so, like, I always want Will Make It, because that's, like, a good team perk, helps everyone out, you know, makes things, you know, it's a nice perk to have. Or maybe, like, you could do Off the Record if you wanted to be a little more, let's like, you know, self-centered. It's like, if you had, like, okay, well, I'll do those 2 as my solo perks, but then let's randomize the other 2 to, like, play with stuff, you know? So whether it was all 4 random or individually random, I wish they'd implement that. This is a thing you could do. All right, now that's all I have to say. There's nothing really more to say about it. So let's just enjoy the match, shall we? And the match says, okay, we've got what? Nurses, Barbecue, Noed. Not bad. And I don't remember which Chucky perk that is. That is the one also problem, or, you know, benefit of, if things are completely random. Hello. Yeah, if things are completely random, like you start the match, and like, sure, if you're really good at the game, you're gonna know what all the perks are, and it doesn't... All right, well, we know that he's got Nicolas Cage's thing, so... Sure. I mean, I guess that works. I mean, this will work if I can get... I hear Jake over... Like, yeah, I could go get Jake right now. But I'd rather get this done if I can to hook people within 60 seconds. There, thank you. By Hook or Crook Remix. Because, yeah, I did it last match, and it didn't count. I'm fine going after someone else. That's fine. Hello? But yeah, like, you see how doing, like, a random perk challenge is fun. And I just wish there was ways to do it that weren't just the Tome quest. I'm still coming. You don't need to worry about it. You already had someone give up, so it's not like I need to go that hard, because Ada was just like, nah. Actually, I don't want to bloop him right here. I would chase you, but I don't care that much. Oh. So here I am in my hidey hole, just hiding from the survivors because, you know, Ada gave up, and boo on that, so I'll let the other ones go. I won't slaughter them all, but, I mean, the whole point of this thing was anyways about random perks, and we got our quest done, so I guess, what more is to say? You don't need to see a full match or anything to understand random perks, but just, yeah, in conclusion, they should implement random perks as a thing you can choose. It's just so much more fun doing it this way than it is doing it the spreadsheet way. It's so much less work. I mean, because, like, what? My spreadsheet's probably, like, a year out of date. So if I wanted to do more random perks, like, after this, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you another challenge for just, like, random perks. I'd have to update it for, like, how many killers? How many survivors? So I can't even really do that to make, well, this match was a bust. Let's try again. Like, yeah. So in conclusion, random perks, implement them behavior. And also in conclusion, don't just give up at the start of a match. Like, if you're gonna give up, at least turn yourself into a bot. Like, at least quit and let the bot play. Like, it's still way worse than you playing, but it's way better than just, like, giving up on the hook. Let me show them where Noed is so they can get some points. Nah, who am I kidding? No, I'm not gonna leave you just with that. You'd be like, yeah, that video was too short. Where's my content? I know, I'll give you another random killer perk match, but we do have to do it the spreadsheet way, since we can't do it built in naturally, and I was right. My spreadsheet's basically a year out of date at this point. So everything after February of last year, not included, but I mean, we have 103 perks to choose from. I think we'll be okay for this match. All right, let's start off strong, and what's our first perk today? Our first perk, 91. All right, let's go to the end of the list here. Scroll. 91 is Strider. Okay. That's a perk. I could do worse, but I'm not entirely sure how. You know what? That was just to hype you up for the second perk. Our second random perk is going to be 48. And of course, 48 is super great. Everyone knows that. It is, well, okay, it's Ruin. Actually, that's not too bad. You know, it's not the greatest, but, you know, we have Strider, so it's not the worst. All right, Number three will also go strong. You know, number 2 and 3 will carry us for having sort of a weak first perk. 87. 87 is Sloppy. Okay. I mean, you know, it is, sure, what's great for a ranged killer on Huntress is a M1 attack. Yeah, that's super, but, you know, it is what it is. That's fine. Because you think Strider and Ruin and Sloppy, and you're like, you know what? I know the perfect perk to just, like, tie that all together in a nice little bow, wrap everything up neatly. You know what it is, I know what it is. I won't insult you by pretending you don't know what it is, because of course you know that it's perk 20. And everyone knows that per 20 is deadlock. Okay, actually, here I was expecting to get like, and you get like Spies from the Shadows or something. Okay. I mean, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. It's, you know, the problem with 3 out of 4 ain't bad is I'm not good as Huntress, so, well, we'll see how this goes. All right, here is, of all the builds you've seen on Huntress, this is one of them. On a, we'll say a not quite mediocre Huntress player. That's the polite way of saying this. But yeah, I guess, I mean, still, I did get ways to think about, you know, down here now. You know, things to think about, you know, what am I talking about? The randomness, that I was able to think of it while it was loading. Think about my perks. And so what have I thought about? There's been scratchies over right here. There. So on the one hand, Strider and Sloppy will actually pair together, keep people injured. We'll be able to hear them. Deadlock is fine, except it doesn't play well with Ruin. That's the problem, is because it gives them more time when they're not doing anything and they're just waiting around. Thinking like, well, what should I do? Let's go break a totem or something. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I think we just try and keep people injured if we can. You know, chase them off of gens. Ruin should do some work like that. And then if we keep them injured, it'll take them a while to heal. So it's like, well, you know, you either have time to work or you have time to heal. You don't get both. And I think that's how we play this, assuming they don't find Ruin, which, oh, look, they found Ruin. Okay, well, there goes that. Hi. You done messed up. You done messed up. Now, like, yeah, I could go and hook her over there and try and defend both hooks, but I think this is a good call. Put her basement. Keep people scared to come here. Ooh, will I get second hook on that one? Oh, perfect. You know, even if I just lose this match and everyone escapes, that shot right there makes it worth it. Hot damn. Oh, that's just made my week. I'm just like, oh. Hey, please don't make that noise again. What, this one? Oh. Yeah, that's the one that I told you not to do. You're still doing it. No, I'm not. You think I'm going, oh. Okay, you stop that. We're gonna hopefully catch someone coming out of here. Yeah, that's fine. You keep running. They did. Why did they not leave scratch marks, the other people? Need to injure you so I can make use of my Strider perk. Strider. Okay. You're going that way. You know what? Okay. Is she like giving up because no one came to rescue her at first? I mean, they did though, eventually. But I don't know, like that's 2 for 2 now where people are just giving up, but like not as Huntress, no. As Huntress, I'ma take this. Sorry, like as Wraith, if someone gives up right away, then it's like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. But man, I earned this one. This is fine. This is fine. I think these cars have really wonky hitboxes. So, okay, well, I made her go somewhere else, so that's fine. Beep. Pop. Probably get these burning if I'm going to be running around chasing. Yeah, I don't know why Cheryl was just like, nah, I'm done. That was... Okay, sure. But I could actually see them using the, what's it called? The Torios thing. Where they are like, you know, wub and put stuff in or take stuff out, you know, whatever they were doing. I could actually see it from the other side of the gen. That was cool. Here you go. Bop. All right, now okay, that's good. We kicked that before it got blocked, so. Oh, which gen did they finish? Okay, they gave up. I'm like, wow, this is like the best round of Huntress I've ever had. Well, it helps that one of them let me hook them because she just gave up. One of them gave up on hook. I don't know why. I mean, maybe just because the other person did, but... Well. Okay, well, you know. Now, see, here's my normal Huntress skills. This is like, So, now you can see why I was so excited about that one earlier. Oh, I can hear you so clearly. I know what side of the house you're on. Thank you, Strider. What? The perk carrying the team. By the team, I mean me, because I'm my own team. Dodge and weave. Dodge and weave. It's very good dodging and weaving. I haven't actually tried to throw a hatchet in a while, so... You'd think maybe I was out, but... Okay, well, we know both hooks that way are broken, so... I guess this way? And she... So, I wonder... I wonder a lot of things, but I won't. Without information, I will not, judge. Huh. You know, okay. There you go. I guess that's the conclusion to draw. First of all, they should put random perks in the game. Naturally. Like, yeah, you said that in the first one. The second thing is, apparently, if you play with random perks, people just give up. They just, like, bow down at your feet and, like, you play with random perks? Whoa, what a champion. I give up. Take me, my liege. And I'm like, sure. I tried. Whatever. You know, I'm still happy. Even if we didn't get a real match to see how this really went. I got that hit. I got that snipe. What more could you ask for? I mean, finding the hatch, I guess, just because that person seems to be just sort of hiding around. But besides that, that and the snipe. What more can you ask for? What more could you ask for? No, we let her out. We let her get the gate because, come on, two of her teammates gave up that. But with two people giving up, no. We'll let him go. I'm just like, oh. Please don't make that noise again. What? This one? Oh. Yeah, that's the one that I told you not to do.